All right, Brandon, thank you. When Governor Cuomo laid out his budget proposal back in January, he proposed a way to get money from people who skip their tolls on the Thruway and at some of the state's bridges and tunnels. It amounts to about $157 million since 2008. Well, Craig Smith is in our Albany newsroom now with more on just how this plan would work and just how much money New Yorkers have been missing out on. It sounds like a great deal, Craig.
Yeah, it's a large sum, Liz. This provision would give new power to the people who collect tolls, the power to tell the Department of Motor Vehicles to suspend vehicle registrations.
The governor's office has been fed up with people who use the state's toll roads without paying for the privilege. The DOT's deputy secretary says New York's infrastructure could use the funds.
We're not after somebody who happened to get in the wrong line and go through the Easy Pass booth without their Easy Pass on. We're after the ones that are running up $60,000 and $70,000 in bills.
Most of the drivers who skipped tolls are downstate. According to the governor's office, that's where close to 90% of the problem has resulted in around $145 million in tolls that should have been paid. That's over the last 6 years, a time period that saw one tolling agency, the Thruway Authority, bilked out of $12 million. $2 million in uncollected tolls is about 0.2% of the Thruway Authority's annual budget. The last time the authority looked for a toll increase was 2 years ago. That would have been an increase on big trucks, but executives here changed their minds by the end of the year. In 2008, when the authority laid out plans for a series of toll increases, the state controller, Tom DiNapoli, told us the Thruway Authority had failed over a 6-year period to collect $27.5 million in uncollected tolls.
How far do you think this might go toward making it so that the Thruway Authority won't have to make another hike request anytime soon?
Well, it's not a huge amount of money. It's $9 million for the Thruway, give or take, and then with fines and penalties, which often get waived to some degree because we're really out there trying to collect the toll that was owed. We haven't had any discussion about how this fits into any future, but right now there's not a plan for a toll increase in the short term.
Right. And probably no expectation that this would prevent one.
No.
The idea here is to give offenders 4 months to pay instead of 1 month to make it easier for them to get the money to the state. And if they still don't pay after 4 months, the bill would speed up the process of suspending someone's license, or rather their vehicle registration. And that's a process that would still take 1.5 years, but it would give offenders fewer opportunities to ignore their bill. Karen Ray told me the Thruway Authority wanted to do this 1 year ago, but she says the governor wanted it set up so that every tolling agency, 4 of them, were all using the same collection strategy. In Albany, Craig Smith, CBS 6 News.